Ba weep, grana weep, and nitty bong, and welcome back to my channel. And today we're going to be checking a look at this awesome looking yellow Devastator. Also, there is a beautiful oversized KO Jetfire on the horizon. This is coming from Ocular M.A.S.K, so this is the latest in their Protectorbots line, and we finally get a look at some rise of the beasts, figures, bot modes, and everything. All this and much more coming up in the next few minutes.
And now the news. Don't touch that dial.
Kicking off first though with Ramen Toy. Yes, Ramen Toy bringing back M.A.S.K, and this is the latest prototype, and this thing is looking pretty damn good. Anybody who collected M.A.S.K back in the day knows that the figures didn't really articulate, but this one does. It is a little bit pricey. If you want to go check a look down in the links, you can see all of the links to Ramen Toy, but it does look absolutely awesome. Fully transforms. They're doing a whole range of these figures as well, bringing back M.A.S.K. Support it if you can. Coming up next, we have the latest entry from the Ocular M.A.S.K version of the Protectorbots. This is their Navigant. I'm probably saying that one wrong, but this does look pretty damn good. This, of course, better known to you and I as Streetwise, and these are the Protectorbots that I'm collecting. I know there's some other versions coming out at the moment. I think it was X-Transbots, if I remember rightly, are also doing their versions, but this one does look super cool. I'm really happy with the first version that they released. I think it was First Aid, the first one that they released, and that was pretty cool. You can see them both here together, and they're both a similar size as you would expect at this point. I'm really looking forward to this whole set. The first one was incredible, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how this one turns out as well. Looks like it can hold a lot of different poses there. Beautiful head sculpt, and just actually looks exactly like you would want your Streetwise to look. Let me know your thoughts on this one down in the comments. Are you collecting this one, or are you up on the X-Transbots one? The only thing I would say here is that on the alt mode, I don't know if this is the prototype, it does look a little bit gappy on the sides. I hope that that's just a bit of a mistransformation for these pictures, because yeah, that the alt mode there does look a little dodgy. Bot mode looks great, and for me, you know, it's all about the combined mode. Up next, we move over to the world of X-Transbots, and the X-Transbots are showing off their take on Ultramagnus, aka Commander Stacks. Now, for me, this does actually look like a pretty good Ultramagnus. Bear in mind, though, this is just a one-piece transforming Ultramagnus, so you're not going to get the cab that transforms into like a mini prime, unlike many other Ultramagnuses. And overall, I think it does look like a pretty good Magnus. I like the fact that the door opens and stuff like that. I have seen online some people have had some challenges with the arm on this dude, but apparently it is fixable, so just be a little careful with that first or second transformation, whichever one you're doing. X-Transbots, obviously patchy, certainly for me. The history with them, really hoping that they can redeem themselves as of late. I haven't seen too many people complaining about the arm problem, but I have seen some, so buyer beware. New Age are getting ready to release more figures, and they are going to be releasing their cool little Ultramagnus. Also, their Elite 1 that you can see here as well, looking absolutely fantastic. Love the box art and everything that they do. Really looking forward to picking up that Elite 1 at some point. Moving over to the world of Magicsquare, and you're soon going to be able to pick up this super cool yellow Devastator as one full bundle. Now, this is something that I really like, these reissues. I hope New Age are going to do the same thing. I think they are, but my brain escapes me at the moment. I think it's great that Magicsquare are going to release all of these as one set, so you're not having to pick up this and find that. Amazing. The Devastator itself does actually look pretty good, pretty stable. For me, though, it's always about the plastic that Magicsquare uses. I always think it just looks a little soft, a little marshmallowy. But I do have to say, because everything can come as one set, I am tempted to pick this up so I can do an actual comparison between this one and my New Age Devastator, because I've not been able to do that. I know I'll be a little bit late between the two, but I think it's still a video worthwhile doing, and one that I'm pretty interested in creating just for my own knowledge. And I know I'm super behind on my reviews because I've been out of the country quite a lot and can't take my studio with me, so yeah, maybe over Christmas I'll give it a crack. Cang Toys released this pretty cool picture of all of their Dinobots in their bot mode. Yes, these will combine, apparently, which is pretty cool. But for me, I don't know how many of you watch the Guyver. To me, when they're all together like that, they just look like the Hyperzornoids. Is your War for Cybertron Jetfire too small? Well, this may be the option for you. This is going to be a KO version of that, or fourth party as some people call it, over on Shozi, and Shozi are advertising this as an oversized KO. So this will be bigger than the Jetfire that we got originally. It doesn't say that it comes with any die cast, it still says that it's all plastic and stuff like that, but again, probably something I'm going to pick up, because an oversized version of that Jetfire, that sounds very, very interesting to me, because I really like that Jetfire. Happy Thanksgiving to all of my American watchers, and Hasbro sent out, of course, Grimlock to celebrate with you all. Pretty cool. He's got 2 chicken drumsticks. I wonder if he'd been like down to Bernard Matthews or something like that. I don't know why I said that, because the American audience definitely don't know who Bernard Matthews are. Rise of the Beasts is coming at some point when it's ready. But we're still getting a few little pictures of the figures that are going to come, so this is really good. I just hope that the figures actually match what's in the movie, because sometimes there's a little bit of a mismatch, especially when it comes to Hasbro and what they deliver. But this one does look pretty cool. I'm happy with the way that Battletrap looks it, especially in this alt mode. This actually reminds me of M.A.S.K as well. Do you remember I always forget what this dude was called, but he lifted up and I think a speedboat thing came out of it. Someone let me know down in the comments what it was, but it was the dude from M.A.S.K. I had that picture. I absolutely loved that figure. So the alt mode is an absolute thing of beauty. What about the bot mode? The bot mode is okay. It's pretty squared off, pretty basic, looks kind of somewhere between a G1 and a Bayverse. So I'm hoping, and it looks kind of like the aesthetic has carried over from the Bumblebee movie, where it's not too outlandish, it still looks quite humanoid type thing, and you can see where that kind of G1-ish influence is coming through as well. I'm happy if this is the way that the bots look in there. I guess it will just come down to the script and the acting and the stuff like that, but I ain't mad at it. Let me know your thoughts on this one down in the comments. But of course, this is Rise of the Beasties. So this one is a car and obviously not a beastie. So we also got our first look at Airazor. Now, Airazor, I'm always going to have problems with, because this is Rise of the Beasties, and I think that looking at this, to be fair, it's kind of hard to tell if they're going with a more kind of mechanical animal type thing, or if they're going with a more kind of flesh colored one. For me, it's hard to tell. Let me know your thoughts if you know what they're going with. Are they going more with a kind of techno organic, or are they going with just pure metal for the alt versions? Because as I say, that it's hard for me to tell here. Looking at this, looking at the way that looks, I think they're going more metallic, and if they are, I'm good with that. If they're going organic, then I'm not. The alt mode looks okay. The bot mode here, I'm a fan. I think this looks good. I like this kind of headdress thing that it's got going on. Kind of strikes me as a kind of Aztec warrior type influence, which I'm good with. And actually they shot a lot of it in Peru and stuff like that, so that kind of South American warrior influence does shine through on this figure, which I quite like. Let me know your thoughts on this one down in the comments. I'm not the biggest Beast Wars fan, so the fact that I even half like this character design must be a bit of a win. And then finally, Hasbro has announced November 29th, they are going to do a Fan Pulse live stream with Deathsaurus obviously being a main focus. I love it when they do Transformers Tuesdays because that's super cool. Also fits in with my schedule as well, where I drop these videos. And speaking of schedules, mine should now be back on track. So I have been working away quite a lot, quite a significant part of this year. I'm now back certainly until January, February next year. So I should be doing at least 2 updates every single week. More if I can. Plus I'm going to come with some reviews. The first review I'm going to work on is probably actually going to be the Earth Spark review, Transformers Earth Spark. So look out for that coming in the near future, and I'll see you in my next video. Alright teams, in a bit. Peace!